Hey guys, it's Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get these natural looking waves overnight for short straight hair. So as you can see, I've cut my hair and I'm really happy with it, but I'm trying to find new ways to style it. And so what you're going to do to begin is part your hair on the opposite side of your natural part, and this is going to be important later, but we're going to start, you can start on either side. But the basic idea with this is it's just going to be a bunch of French braids, so nothing new. French braids on wet hair has been, you know, a style to get waves for forever. But what I'm doing is I'm doing a couple different braids, not just your classic two on each side, or, you know, one on each side, because the hair is shorter, and so you're not going to be able to reach all the hair. So starting with my smaller side part, I'm going to do a French braid down the side, and I'm going to pick up hair from the front and the back, but I'm going to stop picking up hair once I reach behind my ear, and then I'm going to braid it all the way down. And the reason I did this is because if I picked up any more hair, that shorter hair underneath would just fall out. It's not even needed to be in a braid because it's all going to be hidden at the end of the day. So I'm really just worried about the longer sections of hair and the stuff that's going to be seen. Now I'm going on to the bigger side part, and once again, this is on the opposite side that my part will be the next morning. So this for me is parted to the right, and normally I part my hair to the left. Obviously this is not absolutely needed, but I think you'll see later why I did it, and I think that it would really help with the style. So once again, I'm just French braiding, and I'm picking up hair from the front and the back. When I'm picking up from the back, I'm not going too far back. I'm kind of just picking up almost as if I was styling like a little French braid pullback. You don't want to pick up all that hair that's on the back of your head, because once again, that hair is going to be really short once you get back there, and we're going to be French braiding that in a second anyway. So just focus on the front of your hair. And once again, once I've reached my ear, I'm going to stop and just braid that section all the way down, because it's not necessary to pick up all that hair that is behind my ear. So I'm just going to secure that off. Okay, and now I have a big section of hair in the back, and we could have picked this up and put it in the front French braid, but I found that if you French braid it separately, you just get even more definition, and especially with short hair, you kind of want that in the back where you're not trying to just put it into a single braid. A lot of different braids will help give a better effect. So if you cannot French braid the back of your hair with your hands behind your head, you could section this off into two different sections and do just a single 3-strand braid, kind of maybe on the upper side of the head, and then do that lower section, if that made any sense. And once again, I'm stopping once I get to the nape of my neck, and I'm not picking up that shortest hair that's at the back of my head. All of that hair, you're gonna see that I'm gonna keep it down and not even try to braid it, because it's just gonna be hidden, and there's no need for it to be in a braid. If you did that, honestly, it would just kind of crunch it up more, and then it might make for an awkward look at the end. I am gonna pick up this last section that I did not incorporate into the French braid, mostly because I missed it and I didn't see it in when I was doing the French braid. So I'm just gonna give that a quick little single 3-strand braid, and go ahead and tie that off. But once again, as you can see, I did not pick up any of the shortest hair. It's just really not necessary. You could always try and put it in a little braid, especially if your hair is a little longer than mine, maybe go for it. But I think that with the length that my hair is right now, it's not necessary. So next up is just go to bed. And this is me the next morning. I woke up and my hair was still slightly damp. So I did decide to put a blow dryer to it. This is completely optional. There is no need to do this, especially if you're trying to go completely no heat for this hairstyle. Maybe braid your hair when it's a little bit drier than mine was, or maybe leave it in for a couple more hours if that's a possibility. However, so what I'm doing now is just making sure that everything feels mostly dry and I feel good to take out the braids. As you can see, this one little braid down there I would not recommend doing. I wouldn't recommend incorporating it into a French braid because it was probably the curliest little bit, but in the end it didn't matter because it got hidden up, covered up by the other braids. So I'm just kind of fingering through the French braids. I'm not trying to separate it a lot. I'm just kind of taking the braid out and letting the hair kind of fall where it wants, and gently too. I'm not tugging on it. I'm not trying to pull out any of that definition. Okay, so once again, like I said, I had braided my hair to the opposite side of my natural part, and when I take this out, you'll see that there is definition there, but it's kind of flat because the hair was moist when you braided it. So as you can see, there's the back. I'm just kind of tousling that to kind of cover up any weird part lines, but it's still kind of flat to the front. So as soon as you flip it over and go to the other side, immediately there's so much more volume, definition. It just took this hairstyle from like a 2 to a 10 in my opinion. I really love how when you braid it to the opposite side and then flip it over the next day, it just creates so much more volume, and I really, really love that. And so I do this trick a lot. Even if I'm just doing a regular curl, I'll always curl to the other side and then flip it. Obviously, you can finish this off as is. You could put in a mousse, you could put in some hairspray. The most important thing is when finishing this off is don't pull out the wave, scrunch it up instead. So you're trying to keep that definition and not pull it out. So just scrunch, 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 hairspray, mousse, whatever you like to put in your hair. But that's basically it. I think that this gives it a really natural looking curl. My hair is stick straight naturally, so it's kind of fun to make it look like I have naturally curly hair, and I'm loving my short hair right now, and I'm really loving how putting some texture into it has just created a whole new look for me, because normally I leave it straight. And that's really it, guys. It's super simple, pretty easy to work with. And obviously you can just leave it down, you can style it, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've done a hair tutorial. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Bye!